is the start of a new video. Hope you're doing well. Sorry, the lighting's really bad. But I think I'm going to do a 24-hour reading challenge, or I'll see about the times. Yeah, I'm just about to go out now because I want to try and get a book from a library that's like short. So let's go do that. So I've just really nearly finished my first book of this video. Jim's Spectacular Christmas by Emma Thompson, the icon queen of like actress, like extraordinaire. I love her. It's so cute. Oh, it's actually really sweet. So yeah, but I'll do the update when I get home. It was only like 40 minutes, so but I'm not sure what I'm gonna start reading next. Even maybe some music and then wait until I get a physical book or something, or I'll see. But yeah. So I've been reading Comfort Food Cafe. Love it. So fun. So like cute and warm. Just for a little dog wearing like a reindeer like headband thing. So sweet. Over there somewhere.
The entire company. So like I've been having such a terrible time.
So I'm back now. It's really cold. So yeah. So I finished Jim's Spectacular Christmas by Emma Thompson. Like I said, it was only like 40 minutes long. It was really sweet. So it's basically, it's a children's book and it follows this little dog called Jim, who was the actual dog that used to live at the, I think it's called like the South Kensington Museum, which is now the Victorian Albert Museum in South Kensington. And he was like the directors of the director of the museum's like little dog that like sort of stayed with him, and he like sends like letters to like different parts of the building, and it's like it's sort of, you know, magically a bit because the dog like apparently likes to read, and he gets like short-sighted in one eye, so he like can't read anymore, so he wants to like, he needs to find like a monocle, but he doesn't like know what it is. And the like owner, I can't remember the name, I think it's like Henry or something. He was the first person that sort of like made like commercially produced like Christmas cards, and it's basically just sort of like following a little bit of the story of the dog sending a card, and yeah, it was just cute. I don't really have that much to say because like it's so short, and like if I say anything like it sort of spoils, but it's cute how like she knew of this story of the little dog Jim living at the museum, and about the Christmas card and stuff, and yeah, it's just a cute, nice little book. I think I'll probably give it like 4 stars. Yeah, it's sweet. Then I started reading The Comfort Food Cafe by, oh, it was just on my head. I made sure to look at it before I started doing the update. Debbie Johnson, I think. It's actually the 7th in a series, but I didn't know that because it doesn't say the on borrow box. It just like, it doesn't usually, it says like the number if it's in a certain series, but it's sort of, you can read it as a standalone. I've sort of gathered from the other books as well, but they sort of follow this cafe called the Comfort Food Cafe, in a little Dorset village, and basically the main character of the book, Maxine, she recently lost her mum, and her husband sort of left her for like his like affair in a sense, and her sons are off at Manchester Uni. She lives with her daughter Sophie, who I think like failed her A levels, and she's not feeling the best as well. And they lived in like Solihull, which is a place I used to go sometimes. I lived in Birmingham. It's like a very south suburb. And Sophie like applies for her mum Maxine for the job, and they sort of move down to Sussex, Dorset. I can't speak. And it's just like her like meeting all the other people in the little village and the people that work at the cafe, and she like the house that they were meant to be living in for like a 3-month trial as she works there got sort of like damaged in a storm. So this sort of like elusive kind of guy called Gabriel, who I believe is like a year ago inherited the house from like one of his ancestors that died, and he says like, oh, there's a lot of space with me, they can just stay with me. And she's a bit like, oh, I don't know, because I feel like he doesn't seem the nicest, but he's meant to be quite like, he's quite hot. He's quite you know, handsome and burly and stuff, and yeah, it's just sort of basically following them and sort of the like little village, and there's this little like notebook thing that has all the regular sort of like orders and all like different sort of like the timelines of the town and stuff. It's just sweet, like it's just nice and cute. Although it's not really Christmassy. Like on the thing it says like, oh, she finds this cafe that says like it's sparkling at the top of a Christmas tree. I'm like, that didn't happen. But it's like set, I believe, like now it's like about a few days after she came, and I think it's like September, so I think it's gonna go up until Christmas, I hope, because it's not really fit for the video. But on the other bit of the description on BorrowBox, it says that maybe this something with Gabriel can be like a Christmas miracle or something, so hopefully. But like it's sort of like one of those like contemporary romances, it's like set in a small town and stuff. It's not really like what I ever read, but it's just nice, you know. It's kind of cute, and yeah, there is some sad parts about like grief and like losing people and sort of things like that, but yeah, it's just a nice like heartwarming nature to it. So yeah, that's cute. And then the book that I went specifically out to get today from the library, The Wood at Midwinter by Susanna Clarke. I read Piranesi, I think 2023. Loved it. So good. I do have Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell, which is like it's like a brick. It's really fat. I think it might actually be over 1,000 pages. I might be wrong though. But this is very not similar to that page length. This I think is only like 60 pages, I think. Let me tell. 60 pages. And there's a few illustrations as well in it. So yeah, I don't think it's a children's book. I mean, it might be maybe YA. Well, the main character is maybe 19, so it's like young adult, but not really young adult. You know. Yeah, that's my little receipt thing. I don't think I particularly need it because I'll be taking it back before it's due anyway. But yeah, I'm hoping to read this in his video a bit later. It just sounds sweet. It's like the main character, Meredith Scott, is going to be unusual. I think she is autistic, and she can talk to animals and trees, and is the only ever happy when she's walking in the woods. And then, yeah, snowy afternoon, out with her dogs and a pig, she encounters a blackbird and a fox. As darkness falls, a strange figure appears in the mist, and the path of her life is changed forever. So yeah, I think I saw people reading this maybe last year or like at the beginning of the year. But it just sounds nice, hopefully. It'll be cute. So yeah, I'm gonna hopefully read that later in the video. Also, like for the timings, I started reading about like 10 a.m. So I don't know if I'm gonna do till 10 a.m. tomorrow and like still sleep a bit, or if I might do like 12 hours till 10 p.m. maybe. I don't know. It's just like a little video just to read some festive books because I don't really have that many. But yeah, anyways, that's the update, and I shall see you soon. I think I'm gonna listen a bit more to Comfort Food Cafe, and I want to try and do some penciling in of my 2026 reading journal content before I make the setup. So yeah, see you guys soon.
Somehow she manages to remain this perfectly innocent.
So I finished listening to the rest of Comfort Food Cafe, and yeah, I enjoyed it. I think it was quite fun. There is a well, how can I not spoil it? A bird pact, which is, you know, you sometimes see in romance novels. But it was okay. Yeah, I liked it. I think I'll probably settle on probably a 4-star as well. When I first read it and I was introduced to the characters and the setting and stuff, I was like, oh my god, I love it. It's just like so cute. And then maybe I lost a little bit of interest as the book went along. There's a few, you know, I mean, they're not like that many, but like someone that doesn't particularly enjoy reading the, you know, hanky-panky scenes, and they sort of, when it started there was a few more after and it got a little bit more graphic as well, but like not like that explicit or anything, so I think it was fine, I would say. And yeah, it was just nice just like getting to know more of the characters and sort of Gabriel sort of like past and the like how he got the house, and then like it's like upbringing and family and stuff, and a few like reservations, more about the people in the town, like their connections, and more about like Maxine and her family, and sort of becoming more comfortable with herself, sort of like her body image in a sense. And yeah, it was nice, heartwarming, cute sort of book. And yeah, I mean, like, it's a book I enjoyed reading it, but I don't think I'm really ever gonna think about it that much afterwards. But I did like the setting and everything, so yeah, I would recommend it. I know obviously this book is in a series, but they're like I think you can sort of read them as standalones, because there's like characters that I've seen in the description of other ones, but like it wasn't like where we started. It would like I needed to know all the lore of the town and stuff. So yeah, and it did like go up to Christmas, so it's not a Christmas book per se, but it's, you know, the festive season a little bit towards the end, so I'm counting it, whatever. And I did enjoy that. Now I think I'm gonna listen to some music and read The Wood at Midwinter. Yeah, I'm really excited for this. I mean, it's like so short, so I hope it's gonna have like, you know, something to hold you, but excited for that. It's so pretty as well. It's like really, really nice. Anyways, I shall probably review it when I finish it, and then see what to read afterwards, to be honest. I think I'm gonna try and like continue reading quite a few books in this video still, because it's currently 9:35, and I think I'll like finish it at probably around 10 a.m. tomorrow, but sleep I think, because I've sort of, well, I mean, I do have some other Christmas books I can, it would be quite difficult to get to. I think I have two like sapphic romances, but yeah, also I might have other ones somewhere that are like set in Christmas, or you know, something like that. Oh, actually I found one that might be quite good for after this, because I think it's like a YA, and yeah, I'll see. When I finish this, I'll see about getting out, or maybe or not, or we shall see. Anyways, hey, it's very like bright, isn't it? Anyways, I took my study off because it got a bit hot, but I'm wearing like my Christmas pajamas anyway, so it's festive. I finished this quite quickly. It's like really short, has lots of illustrations. They are done by Victoria Sorden. Yeah, they're really pretty. I was a little bit like let down, to be honest. Like, I didn't really have like that high expectations, but I mean, I did love Piranesi by her. And from what I remember, people that read it like last year, they like really enjoyed it, and like it was like thing, and the things on the back of imagination about like what it means to be human and the stuff like that. But yeah, it was alright. I think I'll probably give it like 2.75, 3. Yeah, so it follows the main character Meredith, and her older sister is Asori, I believe. Sort of like drops her off at the edge of the woods, because she likes to like walk in nature, and sort of like talks to nature, and like nature and like woods are a character in the book. And she also talks to her two dogs, Pretty and Amandier, and the little pig called Apple. And sort of like the way she can like see the people and animals and all sorts of creatures and stuff like that, like on the same level. And there's a little bit of discourse on how like sort of being patient with her, like the parents and also the sister, and they say that, oh, she like, you have to be patient with saints. And I think that sort of can be read in the sense that like her neurodivergence and her like maybe like not fixation, but her like special interest of nature in some sense, is like a big part of who she is. But I feel like it could have definitely done a lot more into it. And like at the back, like the actual story isn't even the whole amount. The story finishes on page 51, and then there's like 8 pages of the like epilogue, like afterward bits from the author about sort of the themes, ideas, and like thoughts and stuff that like made her want to write the book, which were interesting. And she talks about how like in this setting she can be viewed as being neurodivergent, which is a good representation. It's just not really that much done with it. Found it a little bit like confusing, to be honest, as well. Just sort of like the events of the book. It's meant to be set in the same world as Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell. So yeah, sort of like a fantasy magical realism sort of book. I think it was fine. It was short, it was nice illustrations, but I didn't really feel like it had that much of a point in a sense. But yeah, it was alright. Now I think I may quickly, because I haven't catched up on my Heart of Christmas by Sophie Germain book, which is a Christmas book, is a Christmas advent. I haven't read chapter 9, 10. Yeah, so I haven't read 2 chapters, and it has gone over 12, so I may read chapter 11 as well and just like read the 3 of them now. But I'm not going to talk about that in this video because that is a video that will probably be coming out on Christmas Eve. But afterwards, I think I'm going to start this, the Illustrated Christmas Cracker by John Julius Norwich and artwork by Quentin Blake, and he is the like illustrator of the Roald Dahl books I used to remember reading when I was a child. And yeah, I think it's just sort of like little sort of like messages and stuff accompanied by illustrations that the author like wrote in like Christmas crackers, which I believe he gave to like friends and family instead of Christmas cards. I'm not 100%, but yeah, just sort of like anecdotes, personal collections of quirky quotes and literary odds and ends. And yeah, I think it sounds quite interesting, so read this afterwards and get back to you then. How is it that I'm listening to Adele? Because like, of course, and there's an Adele reference. Truth. So you can barely see any dent, but I'm on page like 14 of Illustrated Christmas Cracker. It's okay. Yeah, I don't know. It's a bit like weird. But I have just gotten so tired, so I think I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm gonna try and get up early to see. Hopefully, should be able to finish this. There's another book that I would like to read, but I don't know if I will be able to. Sorry, the quality's really bad. Because it's like where's a YA novel, and the audiobook is 8 hours, so with 2 times speed, that's 4. Possible. I mean, yeah. But anyway, it's currently like 10 to 2. I'm really tired, so I'm gonna go to sleep. And I shall see you in the morning. Night. Hey. So morning. Got up later than I actually planned. I've got like quite a bad migraine, but I did end up finishing Illustrated Christmas Cracker. And I'm gonna, yeah, I think I'm gonna settle on maybe like a 2.5. I don't know. I feel like the meaning of it and like where it comes from is like good, it's okay, and it's just sort of like different oddities from like different works of like literature or diaries or like plays and poems and stuff like that. They're just sort of like somewhat humorous in nature. I only found like a couple that like humorous, to be completely honest. A lot I just couldn't really understand, sometimes because they're like from like 1500s or whatever, and I just don't know what is being read, like written down to me. I find it a little bit irritating at times, just like, oh, I just want to say a bit more like I can understand. I don't know, it's like they always like every year he created a collection of like these different like weird oddities and sent them as like Christmas crackers to like his friends. I feel like maybe it would be better suited if you're sort of his friend or someone that like can sort of like understand it a bit better, and these sort of things are a little bit like hoity-toity in a little sense like that. But yeah, I felt like it was alright. The illustrations are nice. They like all fit the actual thing they're talking about. But yeah, a little bit underwhelming. It was fine. Still got quite bad migraine, so maybe that like didn't really help. But yeah, I think I wouldn't really recommend it, to be honest. But whatever. It's just past 10 a.m. actually, so sorry. But I think I'm gonna end the video here. I think today I might try and do the Christmas decorations, so hopefully it'll be looking maybe a bit different, and I'll show you obviously the things in like later videos in the month. But yeah, I think I converted the audiobooks to like what the pages were if I had read them physically. I think it came out to around 588 pages, which isn't too bad. I mean, I did a lot. I didn't really do just reading the whole time. I did other things as well. So I probably definitely could read more within that 24-hour span. But yeah, it was alright. Like, I think my favourite is probably the Comfort Food Cafe, and least favourite was Israel Christmas Cracker. But they're all alright, you know. Yeah, I'm quite disappointed with Wood at Midwinter, to be honest, but anyways, hope you enjoyed this video. And yeah, I'll see you soon. Have a nice morning, evening, night, wherever you are in the world. Stay tuned for more Bookmas videos. Yeah. Bye.